Sandy Riley and the 8 Pallister-appointed board members say they quit because they tried to meet with the Premier on what they call critical issues related to the finance and governance of Hydro. The letter says, despite repeated attempts, we have not been able to have a meaningful dialogue with the government. They tried for over a year to talk to the Premier, and then they quit. Riley has been sounding alarm since he and the board were appointed in 2016 about the state of Hydro's multi-billion-dollar debt and how to fix it. But today, Brian Pallister rejected the reasons the board gave for quitting.
Well, there's a couple of untruths there, I guess.
Pallister didn't say Riley and the board were lying, but says he wasn't available because he didn't want to be lobbied by Hydro while Manitoba's Public Utilities Board was considering multi-year electrical rate increases.
I'm not going to take a message from Hydro and lobby the Public Utilities Board. I respect the process too much.
Pallister said that despite the fact that the PUB is an autonomous, independent board separate from Hydro and appointed by the Pallister government. Secondly, Pallister says the board is resigning because his government doesn't agree with Hydro's decision to pay the Manitoba Métis Federation just under $70 million as part of an agreement to build a transmission line to the U.S. border. Pallister has his own description of that payment.
I would describe it as more persuasion money.
That description received a thundering response from the Manitoba Métis Federation.
21 years I've been president, and I've heard my name and I've heard my reputation that we would be doing sort of bag money in a back room. That is unbelievable, uncharacteristic of any premier in our province, and that maybe you should look in the mirror, maybe you should resign.
Pallister says the payment sets a bad precedent for Manitoba, and his cabinet has directed Hydro not to pay it. A late-day response from now former Hydro chair Sandy Riley says he stands by everything that was said in the resignation letter, rejects that any part of it was untrue, and says the decision to enter into an agreement with the Métis Federation was carefully made, legally vetted, and a good transaction for Manitoba Hydro. Sean Cavanaugh, CBC News, Winnipeg.